Alright guys, so we're back in LA. I know, so sad. A lot of you guys were asking for this video, tips, tricks, basically asking us questions about Europe. So Franny's upstairs getting ready. She's gonna come down in a second. But I asked you guys on Instagram to send me questions, so we're just gonna sit down and answer those for you. We just got back from London. That was our last stop on the trip, and we timed that so crazy because we landed the night of the Love Island finale. But I was so behind that we couldn't turn it on. It was kind of a struggle to keep up with the show because we were so busy on this trip. But we had this super long layover. I think it was in Amsterdam. And then I don't know why I thought just being in Europe I was gonna be able to just like watch Love Island from everywhere, but I quickly realized that wasn't the case. So I'm sitting there at the airport on my iPad and it's like, sorry, you can't watch it because you're not in the UK. So what did I have to do? I had to download a VPN onto my iPad, and I used Surfshark. Also, shout out to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. So my first tip for you guys, if you're traveling to Europe, is to download Surfshark. Make sure you have it on all your devices. If you know you're trying to keep up with your shows like me, I have a QR code for you guys right here, so you can just download it while I'm talking. It keeps you protected, protects your identity, and also it basically places your device anywhere you want in the world, so you know you can watch all the shows you want. Also, it'll notify you if your like personal data gets leaked online anywhere. So Surfshark saved the day, and I was able to catch up on so much Love Island because that layover, guys, we were traveling for like 18 hours or something like that the first day. And if you use my promo code NEZZA, you get an extra 3 months free, so check it out. I'll have the link for you down below in the description. On to more tips and tricks with Frezza. I'm gonna wait for Franny to come downstairs, and then I will see you in a sec. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, we're back. Did you miss us?
Because we missed you.
Okay, so for our Europe trip, we were there for 27 days. We started in Paris with Doucet, and then we went to Barcelona. And then we went to Italy. We started in Florence, went to Rome, and then from Rome to Mallorca, and then to London. This is actually insane that we fit all of that in to London, and then back to Paris for 24 hours because
that's where our flight was
coming out of there.
Yeah.
So best hotel Airbnb you stayed in?
Best hotel was one in Rome.
Oh my gosh, yes, the best hotel was, we stayed at the Rhinoceros.
Yes, in Rome. It was so nice.
Which you guys saw in my vlog.
Yeah.
But it was great. Everyone was so nice. Franny loved the turn downstairs.
You just, after a long day of walking and sweating, you come back to the room and it's just like all like done.
They got your slippers ready for you.
Oh, it was so nice. Yeah. And they had that one had a Netflix on the TV.
It did. Yeah.
So we were able to watch like Netflix, and we were actually able to just feel like we're living there. It's meant to be like a mini apartment.
It is an apartment. It had a kitchen.
Yeah.
Everyone was so nice. They also, we didn't get to use it, but they had a mini golf cart that you could, well, it was more than a golf cart. You could literally drive it around Rome.
Yeah.
And for free. Like they were like, oh, if it's free, you can just take it in, but we never did it.
We were just going too far.
Best Airbnb? We only had one Airbnb.
It was Mallorca.
Mallorca. It was beautiful. It just had no AC.
Yeah, that was rough.
And we were melting.
I will say, be cautious of when you book Airbnbs in Europe, especially during the summertime, because a lot of places don't have AC.
Make sure you read the like details.
Yeah, because a lot of places don't have AC, and I didn't realize that until afterwards. I mean, it was still beautiful, it was fine, but it was difficult falling asleep because we're not used to falling asleep in such like hot temperatures.
Yeah. Favorite place we went? What's your top?
Dude, everyone keeps asking me
I know,
this.
it's hard, you guys.
I don't know what to say. It's hard because, okay, Mallorca was beautiful because, I mean, I just love island life. I love islands. I love that atmosphere. I love, like, the water, the beaches.
Yeah.
Mallorca was beautiful, but I don't know.
It's so hard, guys. We really had, like, such a great experience everywhere. Like, we didn't have, like, I feel like maybe Barcelona was the one that we felt like we didn't do it right. I feel like we need to go again. I feel like we stayed too much in the city. I feel like we need to redo Barcelona.
Yeah.
But like Paris was like obviously unbelievable because we were there with a brand that like literally treated us like princesses all week. And yeah, and like, yeah, it was, everything was great. My favorite was Rome, for sure Rome. I can see myself living in Rome for like 5-6 months at some point in my life, hopefully. but Paris was great. Mallorca was beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know. Mallorca was great. I mean, yeah, they were all so nice in just different ways.
In different ways, exactly.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard.
Yeah. Most shocking thing you guys saw or experienced, culture shock, question mark? I don't know if there was too much of a culture shock.
Not too much. I would say like Rome is crazy because of like all of like the old
yeah,
buildings.
I didn't know, you guys. I didn't know that Rome was like literally an outdoor museum.
Yeah,
the whole
pretty crazy.
Like everywhere you go, there's like ruins of something. Like it's
remember
insane.
when we went to go eat those sandwiches and we were like looking at what was that?
The Pantheon?
No, was it the Pantheon?
Yeah,
No.
where we looked into the door.
Yeah,
the Pantheon.
the Pantheon.
Is that how you say Pantheon? Pantheon?
I don't know. But it was like before Christ. That thing has been standing.
Oh yeah, that blew her mind.
It blew my mind. I was like, you're telling me this thing is from like 750 BC?
Yeah,
and I was like, and this thing is still like above ground standing.
And it's so crazy, you guys, because it's just like in the middle. It's like it looks
like
so
a town center.
Yeah, it looks so out of place, but it's also so cool because you're just like, what? Like, was it painfully expensive?
I mean, look.
I mean, look. Okay. We gave ourselves a budget. I wish do I still have the calendar down here? We basically like have a huge calendar that we sat here for a couple days on this couch and just went city by city and like gave ourselves a budget before we started everything. We were like, how much are you willing to spend? How much are you willing to spend? And we basically said that number, and then we were able to work within that budget.
Yeah.
Granted, Franny and I did not have to pay for our flights to Europe.
Or coming back home
because luckily the brand, gave us those flights. So because when we talked to everyone, we're like, oh, we spent this much. And they were like, what? But I forget.
How did you do it?
How did you do that so cheap? But it's because we did not pay for that flight to Europe and that flight back to the US.
Yeah.
So we did save, which is also why we did this trip. We knew that. We were like, oh my gosh, we might as well just stay. We're getting the flight there. And then, but should we say how much we spent? We might as well, so that people can kind of get it.
What was our budget?
It was we knew we $5,000 each.
Yeah, it was like $5,000 each.
We said that's what we're gonna do is like $5,000 each basically, and that was
and we made it work.
But everyone we've said that to is like, what? Like, how'd you make it? But we made it work.
I mean, for a full month.
For a full month,
and like all the shit we did, like,
so many excursions.
Oh my god!
And also, I think the reason is because we got a lot of the places we stayed in were really nice, but we somehow got them on a crazy deal.
Yeah,
and
but we were looking.
We were searching for hours, you guys. This is definitely something you need to like plan. Like, if you guys look at our big calendar that we have, like everything is so organized, and like we even made an itinerary before we left so we would never forget like what we were doing on whatever day. So ultimate core memory in Europe, there was a lot. I think for me, one core memory would be us having the dinner in Rome we made some friends in Rome and having that dinner like on the farm. I think that is like a core memory for me.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Like Italian home cooked meal.
How can we forget? Bastille.
I was gonna say the Eiffel Tower fireworks is a core memory. Guys,
she was
bawling as you guys saw in my video. I was bawling my eyes out.
Yeah, to be able to experience that in like the area that we were and having the dinner, like that is like hands
core
down.
memory. I'll never forget
like,
that.
I cannot believe we got to experience that.
Yeah.
But and then probably a boat day in Mallorca.
The boat day in Mallorca was guys,
that was like my dream.
Yeah, I bought a floaty, blew it up myself on the boat. I was like
she was so excited about
I was so excited about this
floaty.
freaking floaty, and I'm literally just in the middle of the ocean in Mallorca just on this floaty for like 2 hours.
Why were you yawning so much?
I know, we're still jet lagged,
so
guys.
tired.
We wake up at 5 a.m. every day, text each other, and we're like, you awake? Freddie's like, yeah, I already made my coffee. What is the best advice you can give? I mean, there's a couple things I feel like.
Yeah.
Make sure you pack a portable charger.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
Don't
There's a lot.
travel by train if you have 50-pound luggage with you.
Basically, if you have 2 massive suitcases,
Don't
like we
take a
did,
train.
we highly recommend don't do the train
Unless
thing.
you really, really want to like save money.
Right, and unless you was with a man's who was gonna
It's
freaking
just-
lug that for you
Guys,
onto the
like,
train.
It was rough. Like, it was hard, and like 3 people had to help us like each time.
Well, the train was really convenient. We really do recommend, like, the train was great. Like,
if you don't have a 50-pound luggage, Train everywhere.
It was great.
Oh my gosh.
We loved it. We went to Bologna for a day. Like we were like, let's go.
Yeah,
and then we just left Florence.
No, it was so nice. Yeah, the train is great to travel by if you don't have to carry a super heavy suitcase.
Tip. Just to like have fun. I highly recommend doing what Franny booked for us in Rome and Florence, but book it in anywhere you go. But a tipsy tour.
They have them in a couple. I think they have them in Rome and Barcelona.
Yeah, everywhere. But basically, like you just like go drinking with strangers, but then you all become friends at the end. It was so much fun, you guys. It was so fun, and you meet people from like all over. We didn't pack heels because we knew, but ladies, you do not need to pack heels.
Just bring
either like
one
a little
pair.
one pair of like a mule if you want to like have that for dinner,
or
but like
chunkier,
but like a chunky heel. Do not
do like a stiletto.
No, because
or
everything's
like pin needle heels. Because
you don't need it.
Everything's cobblestone. It's so hard to walk on.
Yeah, you do not need it. Do not pack heels. Highly recommend AirTags. We did not have any. Thank the Lord. It's so crazy. We traveled for a whole month all over and had no luggage issues, but we met so many people, literally so many people that we met, their luggage did not make it or they was like missing, so like AirTags. I recommend AirTags. Favorite thing you bought in Europe?
Our bracelets on my mom again.
This is the second time. Franny has not been wearing it.
It's literally on my counter and I keep forgetting to put it on.
Yeah, this is definitely my favorite thing that we brought back. Our little Italian bracelets with like our little matching charms. Best food and drinks. I have mine because I have not been able to get it out of my head. Is that freaking pizza in Rome? The from Dar Poeta. What's it called? Dar Poeta.
Mine was, I was gonna say the paella in Barcelona.
Oh, it's between those two. The paella in Barcelona was unreal. Best drink, I discovered the Hugo Spritz, which I
loved it.
Oh, I love me my Hugo Spritz now. I will be making those for myself here. It's like elderflower liquor. It tastes like a mojito. It's a mojito. It's a sparkling mojito, basically.
Yeah, I mean it's really good. That was that was a really good drink. I mean, I was just drinking Aperols left and right.
Because we had alcohol every day.
It was so
which is probably why I gained 6 pounds.
Oh, that's another thing.
That's another thing. Anyone who says you don't gain weight when you go to Europe clearly isn't there for a month. I don't know what happened. I think I just ate everything, but it's the alcohol. It has to be the alcohol.
Well, I think it's the alcohol. I mean, we also were, like, I gained like 2 pounds, or like 2 or 3 pounds. She gained like 6
pounds. And we're not like throwing shots back. When we say we had alcohol every day, meaning we were just like having a cocktail at dinner.
Yeah, like I would either drink like a glass of wine or like 2 glasses of wine, or I'll have like 2 Aperol spritzes, but like that shit adds up. Like there's a lot of sugar in that stuff. So, but the thing is too, it's like we're on vacation. Who gives a shit? I don't care. I will say when we were traveling to Europe, the amount of bread we ate that day, every single meal that was given to us was with a roll. NEZZA maybe ate 10 rolls of bread that day.
The first day we got to Paris,
it was so funny.
I was not kidding on my Instagram caption when I said I've eaten my weight in bread. I really was just packing it in, guys. And the butter, oh my goodness, it was just
it was good.
Someone said most embarrassing story. I cannot say that on camera. I will take that to my grave, and so are you. Last question, where out of everywhere we went could we see ourselves living? Where would you move to?
London.
Franny, Franny, I could see you thriving in London.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, it's great.
I have like, I don't know what it is, but when I went in December last year, when I went in December, I just like loved it so much. And then coming back, I was in a different area than when I was last time, but there's just something about London that I'm like,
I really loved it too. I didn't get to like
do
to the touristy things like Big Ben and stuff like that. We did the Harry Potter studio tour, as you guys saw. All right, guys, that is all. Let us know if you want a part 2, or I will gladly post our itinerary for you guys so you can see everywhere we stayed, what we did.
You guys want to follow this?
You guys want to follow? Do the Frezza Europe? Do a Frezza Europe trip to summer.
Good luck. Let me know how it goes.
Another thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. Make sure you guys check them out down below. But yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the family, and we love ya. We're doing great. I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.